Good day, ROFFS analyst James here, and it is currently Tuesday, September 20th. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today, we'll be taking a quick look at the ocean conditions from Cape Hatteras down to the Florida Keys and the Bahamas that you likely would have encountered if you went offshore this past weekend using sea surface temperature and ocean color satellite composite imagery. Southeastern area has been dominated by heavy cloud cover for the past few days. However, we were able to get decent glimpses from this past weekend despite the clouds. Overall, we continue to observe several large eddy formations developing near the Charleston Gyre. One of these eddy formations has released a large filament of relatively cool 82-degree blue-green water to the northeast, reaching the Big Rock area off of Cape Lookout. Another eddy formation has been observed moving into the area from off of Charleston, just north of the Charleston Ridge and the east of the Edisto Banks, and likely pushing northeast to between the Beaufort Valley and Charleston Valley to the northeast. Those heading out of Cape Hatteras would likely have observed warmer 84, 85-degree water pushing relatively close to shore into the Diamond Shoals over the weekend. If we take a look at our ocean color imagery, you can see some of this blue-green water pushing into that area. Excessive cloud cover has made the rest of the southeast pretty difficult to observe using our high-resolution infrared SST imagery. So let's switch over to our ocean color chlorophyll imagery for the rest of these areas. Again, you can see some of that blue-green water pushing pretty close to Cape Hatteras off of the Diamond Shoals, as well as some bluer water inshore of that larger eddy filament that moved offshore of Cape Fear. And here is that other eddy formation pushing northeast from the Charleston Ridge area. Further south, we can see some of the blue-green blended blue water inshore of the Edisto Banks and into the 20-fathom depths off of Savannah and Jacksonville and St. Augustine as well. Looking further south, the western side of the Gulf Stream off Cape Canaveral and South Florida continues to experience several smaller eddy formations moving through. This suggests scattered fishing as these boundaries move in and offshore. Under these conditions, we continue to recommend finding the green to blue-green and blended blue to Gulf Stream blue water mass boundaries. And as one eddy passes, another will follow to push favorable conditions back inshore. These relatively small eddy formations continue to develop offshore of the dry Tortugas and the Florida Keys as loop current water enters the Florida Straits and continues northeast off of the Florida Keys. For those interested in the Bahamas, we were able to see the continued west to southwest push of that darker blue Bahamas water to the northeastern side of Abaco. However, we can see some blue-green to blended blue water moving offshore to the east-northeast of Abaco off of Elbow Key and across the Little Abaco Canyon, while blended blue water also moves in an unfavorable direction from Spanish Cay north of Abaco. Fortunately, the storm track for Fiona appears to be moving back northeast of the Bahamas through the rest of the coming week. However, wave forecasts indicate some increase in wave activity offshore from North Florida up to Cape Hatteras as we move into Thursday, Friday. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at the forecasts if you're interested in going offshore later this week. Remember, these ocean conditions are always changing, so be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321-723-5759 to order updated analyses for each of these areas. Have a good week.